So as an organization who's been using SAP for more than a year or two, anyone knows that you need to archive the database data to ensure good system performance and then user experience, as Jeremy mentioned. Ensure that those nightly backups and restores actually happen. Enable faster and easier upgrade experiences. When you have less data and content to migrate, it's certainly easier to upgrade. Ensure that data retention requirements are met and effectively manage the end-of-life scenarios for content. You don't want to keep data and content available past your retention requirements. It just adds to risk. And then last but not least, minimizing storage costs. Any organization that uses SAP and handles a high volume of transactions, whether they be sales orders, productions orders, material movements, and the associated financial and master data transactions, archiving that data is really important and significantly reduces the strain on the system and the storage costs across production, development, testing, QA, and disaster recovery instances by up to 97% in total. That's because when archiving data, there's compression of 3-to-1 or up to 5-to-1, in addition to the standard compression that Mobius provides. Archiving data is a project in and of itself that includes archiving in the right order because of data dependencies. For example, archiving sales order data is highly desirable because I get a compression of 5-to-1. But that's because there are a lot of indices pointing to other related transactions, such as material movements, finance, and controlling. And those must be archived first. You can't just go for the ones where you're going to get the biggest buck, because if you haven't archived the financial transactions or materials movements, you won't be able to archive the sales order transactional data. So it's really important that when you approach an archiving project, you do so with the right insights, the right understanding. It really is a project and it takes a significant amount of effort. And there are certain standard SAP reports that many of you are likely already using, like DB02 and DB15, to determine what are the largest and fastest growing tables in SAP. Mobius has been enabling critical data and content archiving for all SAP related business scenarios with SAP, with our certified integration for over a couple of decades now, including the archiving and lifecycle management of SAP data, print lists, documents, images, audio, video files, using traditional SAP Archive Link, or more currently, less proprietary SAP ILM web methods that allows you to archive data to nearline storage and then still query against it using HANA, leveraging SAP IQ. Mobius customers also leverage our advanced federation capabilities to give their users a single pane of glass when accessing relevant content, as well as advanced content governance capabilities like sensitive data redaction, event-based retention, reason-based content holds, typically for audit or litigation purposes. Migration of content to less costly storage media as it ages is a very common scenario for our customers. Usually, once something is business complete, you want to keep it on fast storage, only for a period of time. As it ages, you want to move it to less costly storage media, which maybe doesn't have as good a response time, but chances are it's for an inquiry or something that it's not as critical to get that in a split-second regard. And we've also helped many of our customers in decommissioning legacy systems and not losing visibility to that information.